Alright guys, I have bad news. Um, Hook is too fair. No. So I had to play Kennen for the Milwaukee Showdown. List was disgusting. Big shout out to Zombro for helping me test the mirror infinite times. So I wasn't uploading Hook as much just because I just needed like more and more and more games of the mirror. We settled on this list that is not trying to force Baron, which I think is fine. Coco proved that Baron is like broken still, but like I don't know. It feels so tough, and like I think if people are really looking at it, they could start playing stuff like Abandon. So it's like it's so hard to like work into the list. Um, and so I had to do something else unfair. And the number one unfair card, this card right here, this guy, Shen. Yellow Decree, 2 and a power, shoot a purple unit or gear. Was disgusting. Like, of course, like the idea is that it's for the mirror, and that it just blows up the mirror. Unfortunately, me and my friend had to play round 3, so one of us had to take the other person out of the undefeated pool. Fortunately, I was able to like take game 1, and then that snowballs because like post board going first games for Kennen are like very tough to win from the other end. Like you just have to open better than them. So I ended up in the undefeated pool, which means that out of my 8 rounds that I played before I double ID'd in a cut, I played 4 Kennens. And I won every game 1. Shout out to my round 8 opponent. Their deck is sick. I highly suggest you check it out. Let me see if I can find the name real quick. Because they're playing Tornado Warrior shenanigans. Like Tornado Warrior, Spectral, and then like siding up to everything else. No. Tough Puppy. Yes, Tough Puppy. This list is sick. Yeah, I'm actually gonna pull up that list real quick. I did find it. It's playing 3 Tornado Warrior with 3 Tilcloak Matriarch, and then what I assumed was the case, siding up the Karoks in 2 matchups where like your opponent has big units. She sided the Karoks against me after losing game 1. Flips a Tornado Warrior on it game 2. I have 3 non-units in my trash, and she mills 3 units, which is a little tough. But this deck has some insane lines. Like there was an ending line where at the end of game 1, instead of reinforcing 6/6, she goes like move Tilcloak Matriarch up, empower it, play Fizz, play Shadows of the Past, add back 2 Tornado Warriors just because I threw my bodies and then hide both of them, which would have been so scary. But instead I was able to take it. It happens. Like, nobody's seen me playing perfect. The other unfair thing that I really want to do with this list is these cards. 1, 2, and 3, 4. So hiddens are just disgusting. Like, your opponent will often assume that it's a switcheroo. But the games that I was winning, especially like these game 1s, were games where I fall behind tempo, and I fall like a fair bit behind tempo. And what gets me there is like conquer, slam a Rhasa up in a battlefield, hide 2 cards, and now my opponent has to guess like, are they playing 1 switcheroo? Are they playing 2 switcheroo? Like, how do I beat this combination of cards? Tideturner has blamed people out all day. This card's broken. I would just like bring a Rhasa to a battlefield they weren't expecting a Rhasa at, which is kind of insane. And then, yeah, they're just disgusting. I unfortunately didn't get to use Deathgrip that much. There was one line where it like confirmed me a game, like round 7 or something. But no, this deck is just super fun. I would change practically nothing This yellow decree was broken. If you're going into a big event, you should be expecting like Kennen, especially after like a Coco top 2, especially after like the deck is just disgusting. Like it's just gonna have the best win rate. So if you think you're on top tables, like yellow decree is just insane. And so I see all of these yellow decks siding yellow decree for Kennen. But in a deck where you can lead Zaun Warrens game 1, you can afford to play bricks, which is like why the Baron package was in the deck originally. Or at least like in my opinion, because I really didn't want to like try and force Baron every single game, because it felt like Abandon just like auto wins, but a lot of people I guess aren't playing Abandon. I don't know why this card's crazy. But if you're not playing like Baron and you have Zaun in your list because you want to like filter, I don't know why you wouldn't just be like playing a blowout yellow decree for the mirror, because there are just situations where it like wins it for you. There's a game state where I walk up my Kennen, or I'm playing against a Kennen. They have a Rhasa with a shovel in a battlefield. They have a Kennen at their base, I believe. And I go yellow decree the Rhasa, walk into the now open battlefield with my Kennen, flow my yellow decree, play my yellow decree from trash, shoot their Kennen. And while I was thinking about like where I should be moving my traveling merchant, they said I think I'm gonna call it judge here, and they had to make sure that my side deck was correct, which it was. I am just main decking this card because I hate playing fair games with the mirror because they suck. So like, why would I not just play like a super unfair game of the mirror? Because it like sways it so hard. Like I don't know how you ever keep units in through this card, which is also why like I'm boarding a second. Like the second one's so gross. It was like winning me so many games because when my opponent's only siding one, they're not gonna like see them fast enough. Which is sick. Like that's perfect for me. And then I get to top cut. I play Aurelia, and this is like the really big one. Because if I win it, I get an RC invite, which I don't have. I got like 144th at Hartford. I like posted a profile on Diana. It was just like fairly cookie cutter Diana. I put another hidden card on there. Shocker. I love hidden cards. They're sick. Which I mean that's why my like original hooks builds were like playing stuff like that, because I just think that they're sick. But I played them. Game 1, I get up way ahead. It's like 4-0, and then they go to 2, they go to 4, as I go to 5. They go to 6, they let me get to 6, and when they let me get to 6, I go in the right battlefield, Rhasa, Kennen with a shovel, Hidden Blade, Switcher, Hidden Blade hidden. In the left battlefield is Rhasa, Nocturne, Switcheroo hidden, and I have a Switcheroo in my hand. So like they traded away their Aurelia early because I gave them the opportunity to, because I called it the hidden card wasn't a Zonia's, because it wasn't. But if it was a Zonia's, I would have been able to like ride the win my guy out, only trade out the Tideturner instead of trading out the full battlefield, which then makes the Aurelia like on its own, and then I Switcheroo it with my Nocturne that I was coming through. Like my line was fairly solid for that. But no, this is sick. And then top 4, I play against Master Yi. They were the 1 seed in cut, which is already a very, very bad sign. Because like they get to go first game 1, and then in game 1, I think I would have had a very solid chance if both of my Fizz weren't exactly the 2 bottom cards of my deck. I needed to find like Fizz Starcross turns, and I had a lot of runes. So like if I were able to find the Fizz for that, I would have been in a much better spot. Unfortunately, they're bottom 2. Like there's nothing you can do about that. But then game 2, I win 8-3, something like that. 2 Switcheroo is broken. Like that deck can't beat it. You steal their passive. And then game 3, I have to all in early because we're on a Grove game, so if I give them like more than 2 holds, they just win. And so I put them on don't have punch first, and if they do have punch first, don't have defy, because then I can't ride the win my Rhasa away, so I'd just be stacking a Rhasa for free. But in any other scenario, I get at least a trade, hopefully better than a trade. So I just hand check the Master Yi player. He has punch first, like defy. which means that I'd like lose the game. I think I do have to all in there. It happens. They're gonna be doing streams of it. What's it called? In like next weekend. Because they didn't want to conflict with Barcelona. So if you watch the top 8, top 4 match, I should be on stream, either main or side feature. Not exactly sure. Shout out Treasure Hunter, my goat. Absolutely insane. I hardly boarded in well. I don't really like it for the mirror. It feels like it doesn't help you enough. I'm just trying to like aggro out the mirror. This invert was like okay. It was solid again. It would have been solid against Mel if they like could actually stack cards. This prefect was only in here for Aurora. Didn't see any Aurora, so didn't need it. The rest of these cards were very, very good. Up from the deep was broken. One of my opponents missed a 2-drop and I played up from the deep and the game ended. It happens. But no, all in all, it was a great event. Shout out All Access, the Green Bay community, the Appleton community. They're all sick. I love them. They are all amazing. They're showing like incredible support, asking me like how I was doing after every round, and then when I would tell them that I won another Kennen mirror, they'd be like, "There's no way," and I was like, "I'm MainDecking Yellow Decree. There's a way." Like, it's so fun. Shout out Isaac. Shout out Zombo for all the games. Yeah, it's an insane event. I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait to play in the RC at Vegas. Like, don't know what deck I'll bring yet. I think it's in set 5, so I'll probably just grab a really good deck out of set 5 because like I had like the theory is that all the best players in the world are gonna be there, so my chance at a best of is like fairly low. And by fairly I mean like extremely. So I might as well just like play a deck in day 2 and try and day 2 with it. Just play perfectly and play against like decks that are quote unquote like suboptimal in the format. Just trying to take advantage of that. Yeah, that's the game plan. Thanks for listening. Subscribe if you want Hook or Miracle gameplay. I'm kind of free to do whatever now. I'll probably be playing like Miracle for skirmishes, but I am pretty free to play whatever deck. If you want to play Kha'Zix, tell me to play Kha'Zix. If you want to play Ornn, tell me to play Ornn. Those decks are super cool. Yeah, and subscribe if you want me to keep making videos, because I'm so down.